Dating, going out, or being married to a strong woman is not for the faint-hearted. This is because the concept of a strong woman conjures up all sorts of stereotypical images and thoughts. Men do not discuss such women in a positive light, as they are independent, they know what they want, and they're not scared to speak their mind. Famous for her African attires with matching big headgears or geles, former beauty queen and flamboyant politician, Ambassador Orie Rogo Manduli is a strong-willed Kenyan woman who has, against all odds, done what most women would consider taboo and what men would consider to be too aggressive. She managed to instill these qualities that were once passed from generations to her children, and today, together with her daughter, Elizabeth Rogo, they share with us a few nuggets of wisdom on life and marriage.
Women are scared of themselves. Be they in Europe, North America, Asia, they're scared because they've been socialized to be scared of being alone. They've been socialized to be scared of being different. They've been socialized to fear striking out. Some of them are even socialized to fear being intelligent. So they act stupid when they're very intelligent. They act stupid to be acceptable. They act stupid to maintain certain status quo that really do not enhance their role as women. I am Orie, unique and special, brought here for a purpose. And one of the purposes was to bring up this beautiful family I brought up of 4 children, 3 beautiful girls and 1 son.
At just 16 years, Orie Rogo Manduli was married, and by the age of 19, she already had 3 children and was divorced, born in a family of 8 children to a head teacher father and mother who was a teacher. Ambassador Orie describes her first marriage as being rocky and was characterized by physical and emotional abuse.
Married at 16 and at 19 I had 3 children, one after another. Did I know about birth control? At 16, did I even know how they were born? Did I? Before the divorce had been beaten, and this finger, which finger? This finger doesn't stretch properly. This finger twisted and got out of joint. This girl was very small when I was tormented by her father, by their father. And she used to, even as a toddler, she knew. It's funny how children know when their mothers are in danger. Even as a toddler, she feels she has to keep awake to make sure her mom is safe. One time I was locked up in a cupboard, and I was very heavy with pregnancy, expecting Janice. And she couldn't open the cupboard, broom cupboard, but she ran, cried and ran and got help, got people to come and pointed that I was in there. So that I was released. I was heavily pregnant, locked up in a broom cupboard. So you can imagine, there wasn't enough space in the broom cupboard to carry me and the pregnancy. The last straw was when this man started thinking he could also touch my children physically, beat my kids. And I said, you've done it to me, you've abused me physically, mentally, but you don't touch my children. I said, that's where I draw the line. He said, you don't want them? Yeah, pick them. He said, take, they're just girls. They're not kids. They're not even fit to live in a house. They should be under a tree somewhere. I said, fine. I'll take them and I'll go and live under a tree with them. And I'll never look back. I promised never to look back. Promised. Never. And when I found myself, I didn't design to bring them up alone, but when I found myself in a situation where I was bringing them up alone, I didn't sit down and cry. I didn't go and hide behind some bush. I didn't say, oh yeah, I wish I had a man to help me do it. Because there was a man, I was married, I didn't have them out of wedlock. So the man was not there to help me bring them up. But the children were here, it was a reality, I had them. Somebody had to take care. And I decided I was enough. And I told them, my children, I am enough. I told them, my children, I am enough. I'll be daddy and I'll be mommy. And I will not ever tell you, oh, I wish your dad was here so we could do ABC. Oh, I wish there was a man here so they could do this and that for us. I just waded in And me, I wade into situations when I find myself up to here. Then I know I have to either swim or drown. I always choose to swim. I have no intention of drowning. It takes as much effort to fail as it does to succeed. So in everything I do, my motto is to succeed against all odds. And for me, the odds have been huge, massive. But I also believe that when it's not working, when wedlock is not working, then the first people to suffer are the children. So my sisters who stay in abusive marriages saying they're staying in for the children, they know they are lying. Because when a marriage is not working, the children are the sufferers, the primary sufferers.
Instead of being discouraged, she developed an unstoppable zeal and insightful ambition, taking 3 jobs in order to put her daughters through the best schools. As she nostalgically recollects, during the day she worked as a marketing and public relations manager at Metal Box Company, and in the evening she worked as an anchor for Mamboleo, a current affairs program.
I was the anchor, not just the president, I was the anchor of Mamboleo. Yeah. Mamboleo it just roughly translates into current affairs, isn't it? I was the anchor. And I would do it after work, Monday to Friday, every day after work. I was working in the industrial area, Metal Box was in the industrial area. I'd drive like mad, pick the kids from the one who was at school, which was only Elizabeth then, the others were still small. Elizabeth was in kindergarten, pick her, go home, make sure that, she's okay, quickly change and go for the Mamboleo program. And I've sold soft drinks, I've done everything to augment the income so that my children can get where I want them to get and get what I wanted them to get. Because I believe in feeding my children while here in Nairobi. I had so many innovative ways of how to look for food. I even went to places like Sokomjinga to make sure I have fresh, plentiful vegetables and fruit for my children. I went wherever I could find it. I went into the wholesale market there used to be this Saturday wholesale market for horticulturists in Nairobi. They had a horticultural shop. They brought them from the airport around 10 o'clock, and before the end of Saturday, everything must go. So they would beat down the price. And that's where I used to go and stock up completely on fruit, vegetables, chickens, and eggs. I supervised everything. In my home, the cook had a menu for every day. My children didn't go to bed till they said what it is they like to eat. The following day, what breakfast they like. And I had my youngest daughter was the funniest because she loved boiled eggs. So for some reason, as a child, she called them boiling eggs, she called them boiling eggs. So when the cook asked her, she'd be boiling eggs. What will you have for breakfast tomorrow, Janice? It was boiling eggs. I hear people talk of children brought up by women or by a woman are difficult. My children are the easiest to bring up. They listen to me.
Since in the Luo culture women do not inherit land, Ambassador Orie was tasked with another challenge to look for land for her 3 daughters. The fact that she was just 19 years and as a woman made it difficult for her to access funds, forcing her to briefly meet the late Mr. Philip Degwa, the then permanent Secretary for Finance, to request for a blank check to buy a farm in Kitale that was being auctioned.
Something told me, go and see him. Philip Degwa. And I don't know who this Philip Degwa is, except I see him in the media, the PS Finance, and therefore chair of the National Bank. Okay. So I arrive in his office early morning, and the secretary looks at me and tells me, Polly, do you have an appointment with the permanent secretary? I said, no, I don't have any, and I didn't know I would want to see him, so I couldn't have made any. But now I need to see him very urgently about something that's very urgent. She said, sorry. I can't see him, he's busy, and right now as we are here, he's in the State House, and he comes back for another meeting. Can't see him. He just rushed ahead, and I told him, sir, my name is Orie, and I'd like to see you for just 1 second, sir. He said, he looked at me. He looked at his secretary. I said, yes. I have no appointment, and the secretary tells me, without appointment, I can't see you, but this is urgent, sir. And I promise to take only 1 minute of your time. Not more than that. Just one. I'll explain everything in 1 minute. He said, I have a meeting in 5 minutes, so if you'll give me, I'll give you just a minute, as you say. He walked in, and I walked in behind him. I said, his auction is going on this morning at CB Mystery on Moy Avenue. And I want this farm. I showed him. I said, and I've been to your bank where you are chair, and they tell me you don't finance such, you don't have such a facility. Going to AFC, he said I must own the land first before. He looked at me and said, why do you want to own land, young lady? I said, I have 3 little toddlers. One of them just literally a month old. Because I was thrown out. So he said, so how do I help? I said, just give me a blank check, sir. It's an auction, and I don't know for how much this property will go. But I've done my research, and I know what the reserve price is likely to be. I said, give me an open bank check. Open. Did you hear? I said, because I don't know. It's true, I don't know. So he said, do you realize what you're asking me, little girl? He called me little girl. I said, I know what I'm asking you. I'm asking you to risk, to give a total stranger and a young girl that you don't even know, with no banking record, with nothing. The blank check means blank check. I can write anything on it. But I'm telling you, sir, I'll only write what, if I buy the farm, just the amount exactly, and give it to them. Then I'll come back to you with the title deed and with the receipt, and you can tell me what to do after that. He told me, young lady, you are out of order. What you're asking for can never be done. It has never been done and will not be done. You're asking me to put my job on the line, and I don't know if you know. I said, I may be young, but I know what I'm asking. I'm asking you to trust me completely. He picked the phone and rang Mr. Nyamo. Are you listening to me? Rang Mr. Nyamo, who was then the manager, National Bank. Okay. And told him, I'm sending this young lady to you. I hear she'd been already to you, and you sent her away. Give her a blank bank check. Whatever it was a miracle. He's wanted back at State House, remember? People are waiting in the boardroom. This strange little girl asking for something that is completely impossible. And I think it is the impossibleness of what I was asking that took it. I was just so. I told you I'm different, am I not? I never stopped to try anything twice.
Purchasing this land left Orie with lots of debt, and she still had 3 daughters to maintain. With support from her father, this unconventional woman opted to resign from her job to farm her newly acquired farm, something her mother was against.
Anyway, my mother told me, I don't want to know you, I don't want to hear about you. I think you just got a big job at 19. You landed a big job as the marketing and public relations manager of Metalbox. But you have to resign to go and farm. What do you know about farming? You are born on the slums of Kaloleni in Kisumu. What do you know about farming? I said, Mom, I'll learn. I need land. And my dad, in the background, Daddy was always the one, Daddy said. And he resigned then from teaching to come and help start. My father did. And my mama didn't want to talk to me for 6 months. But when she eventually decided she wanted to talk to me and come and see where this stupid girl is farming with her dad, she came. 6 months later to Kitale. And when she arrived and saw what it was, because Mama had no concept of what I was doing. She just knew she doesn't want me to buy land, and I must not be buying land or farming. I'm saying, what have I done? What have I opened myself to? And I said, my mom was right. What do I know? On the loans, suddenly I had the farm loan, cattle loan, machinery loan, and GMR loan. How many loans? Plus children. These toddlers. One now, Liz was ready to start kindergarten. The others not yet were just at home. Liz was ready for kindergarten. And I never looked back. I've never looked back. I struggled. I can work. I'm wired to work. The farm, when I went to the farm too, it was difficult. I had a lot of misses. I had crop failure.
Ambassador Orie desired that her children receive the best education in life. Hence, to achieve this goal, this ambitious woman traveled all the way to Canada, 12,992 kilometers from Kenya, the country where her first husband studied to keep the tradition. With the vision to pursue a bachelor's degree and a diploma in public relations and women's studies, Orie worked her heart out to pay her way through college as well as her daughters.
I sent my kids ahead of me to Canada. They were in England on the Isle of Wight, all three going to school. The boy was still small. They were there. They did their high school there. Elizabeth was actually accepted at Cambridge University and all the top universities, London University, Cambridge, all the top universities wanted Elizabeth. But she decided she'd had enough of England and she wanted a change. And I was thinking all along, if she doesn't want to do university, she doesn't want to go to college in England, where? And my mind went on to Canada. Why? Because their father went to school in Canada, at McGill, to be exact, McGill University. And Elizabeth partly lived as an infant in McGill, in Canada. So I thought that would be, and the professors who taught their father at McGill were so keen and saw Elizabeth as an infant, and came out here to meet her siblings later when they were born. They all wanted the girls to go to Canada. You know, just to keep the family tradition. And they didn't just want them in Canada, they want them at McGill. There was no award that came through performance, through academic performance, that I didn't pick. I picked scholarship left, right, and center, because I'm brilliant, and I know it. I'm brilliant, I'm a daughter of brilliant people, and I acted brilliantly and performed brilliantly. So any scholarship that came along that needed just brain work and concentration, I picked. And then what I did, I would use this scholarship to pay in for my children.